Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the channel of evolution. My name is Shuby, and I am here to help raise our consciousness and our awareness so we can reach our full potential by understanding ourselves on the deepest level and become our best. Today, we are going to talk about Earth, and I might go off a little bit onto our world today and some of the things I dislike about it. So, Earth. It's the element of being grounded. You know, we're down to earth. And Earth is a big one for me because it is literally everywhere in my life, in my dreams. It is huge. I'm a Virgo, which is majorly Earth. I am a snake, which is really close to Virgo, but even more than that, the Chinese astrology, which has the symbol every year, well, every 12 years, the element changes as well. So I am an Earth snake, and that happens every 48 years, where it comes back around. And this is just a whole crap ton of Earth that is in my personality, and my personality really resonates with the Earth. Like, I hate the chaos of a city, and I need to get away from the city life and then find myself somewhere in the middle of nature, in the middle of nowhere, with some lake, some mountains, some trees, animals, plants. You know, this is the environment that just feeds my soul. And the city is just, I'm so detail oriented and I love observing and paying attention that I get into a busy city and it's just overwhelming. You know, Earth is that peace, serenity, flowing stream. You know, even crazier, I have an earther soul. And I don't know all the details on this whole soul thing, but I had this awesome experience where I brought a friend in. Her name is Peggy, and she accesses the Akashic field, or the Akashic records. All I told her when I had my soul profile reading was my name, and then date, time, and location of birth. And then she came to my house and revealed to me what she had learned. And she basically broke down my personality and who I am on a incredibly deep, accurate level. Like, to the point where there was a few times where she had said some things and I got like instantly punched in the chest, choked up, ready to blow because I could not believe she knew this about me. Because these are things that I never even told my closest friends or family about myself. Things that I would never reveal, you know, unless someone asked me. And even if somebody asked me, I would reveal the lowest level possible, and they would really have to poke to dive deeper and want to know for me to even think about revealing these things. And she just knew somehow. And it was just curious, intriguing, and it fired me up. You know, I was just vastly wanted to expand and learn how and why, and all of this beautiful shit that is beyond my comprehension, yet hits you to a point of there has to be something, you know, and there's some kind of belief and some kind of power. But I'm an earther soul, is what she told me, and that means that I spent all of my life pretty much here, every life here, and she said earther souls are extremists. And generally go really hard. And this is because Earth is a tough planet to live on. Now, with that being said, Earth is Mother Nature. You know, the womb, the nurturer, the provider, the bringer of life. If you think of like the Big Bang Theory, you know, this is an explosion in space, and seeds go outward and landed on the egg or the womb. The earth mother planted seeds and brought forth life just like it would biologically. Now, what can we learn? You know, Earth provides. It always provides. But you need to take care of your environment to have the environment take care of you. And we further neglect ourselves from nature. We take ourselves away from this symbolic earth. We take ourselves further away from nature. Look around and you will see that we are so disconnected. So many of us are disconnected from earth. And we can see this as a manifestation of disease and cancer and sickness and all the bullshit we are surrounded by because we have lost touch with our nature, with earth. We've ripped all the minerals out of the crust to give us technology, right? We've taken all of our own technology out of ourselves to simplify things, because that's where we're at now. We are looking to simplify things to make us do less. And technology is an incredible source, and we can utilize it properly. We can learn and maximize our time and our energy and our efficiency, and we can maximize our potential. But when we utilize it on a massive scale like we are now, we limit and restrict ourselves miserably. Hey, Alexa, take a shower for me, cook my breakfast, start my car, drive me to work. What have you actually done there? Nothing but say a couple words, and now you've relied on AI. Okay, turning on a shower, was that tough? Maybe. Now, what do we lose though? You know, it's really interesting that there's a piece of magnetite within our skull, right, which is just that. It's a magnet. We've lost touch with this because what it used to do was pick up the electromagnetic field of the Earth, right? Because the Earth, which is a bar magnet, North and South Pole, all the way around it, surrounding this bar magnet in the Earth is metals, right? And what happens when you coil metal around a bar magnet and then rotate it? As it rotates, it induces a voltage, just like a generator. That voltage that is induced then goes out into the earth and grounds us. And this is what they call the Schumann resonance. Now, what happens that when you generate electricity is you create a magnetic field. And this magnetic field would surround the earth. Well, we have a magnet in our heads that used to be able to pick up and detect this electromagnetic field to navigate, just like the birds, just like the bees. Well, now we invented technology, and so we've relied on something outside of ourselves to bring us something, to bring us somewhere. And then technology continues to increase and increase and increase and get better and better and better. And we take away from our own natural ability to do things. And we rely on something external. That breaks us away further and further and further from our nature, from Earth. And I'm not necessarily saying it's completely a bad thing, because evolution happens to be to do with change. But there is a major problem when we get so disconnected that we no longer understand ourselves. We no longer understand our purpose. We no longer understand our functions. And we are completely reliant on somebody or something outside of ourselves. And now we, like sheep, rely on a shepherd to keep us protected from the wolves. Even if one day the shepherd is going to kill us. We rely on a food system with barcodes and all this bullshit. And then we eat all this bullshit and we get sick. And then, because we don't know any better, we go to medications and drugs that also don't know any better. Well, they treat the symptoms that we're having. And we get another barcode. And we don't treat the problem, because our problem is our intake. And we've completely toxified our environment. So now we have problems because we're planting the wrong seeds and we're harboring the wrong environment and we're destroying ourselves. And then as we create our own diseases, we create more diseases by doing what we're told by the people who were taught professionally. Some of these things are good. Some of these things are bad. Some of these things do help us in certain situations. But what tells us what's right and wrong? Intuition tells us what is right and wrong. We know so long as we are connected to Earth, to our nature, to ourselves. We need to know what is right for us, what is wrong for us. And we need to fearlessly do that. What happens when we disconnect from nature? Well, now we completely rely on somebody or something else. So when something happens, people tell us to wear a mask. People tell us to stay inside, out of the sun. Well, we don't know any better because we're so disconnected from our body that we are afraid and we do what we're told. But what happens when you're connected to Earth and you understand that when you plant a garden and you take care of your environment will always, in return, take care of you. You know, it's absolutely incredible that the body is capable of producing every drug that the pharmacies can also produce. But synthetic. We actually produce drugs that are more potent and more personalized and absolutely directed towards curing exactly our own personal issues, health problems, all inside. So long as we're connected to our environment and we give it the proper voltage and the nutrients and energy. But if we keep taking in toxins, in garbage, in poor quality air and poor quality water, and just keep doing what we're told with no awareness on what's happening, then what? And then if we all of a sudden die, we say, well, we did everything we could, throw in the towel. Connect with Earth. It's your intuition. You might be a rock. You might be stubborn, unmovable. You might piss a lot of people off. But you can't avoid your nature. Earth, Mother Nature, will take care of us. We just need to reconnect reconnect. Now, I'm going to leave you guys there. I love you guys. I just hope there's some subliminal message, some spark, something that hit you today. Think about everything that's happening and reconnect. Get outside. Follow your soul. Follow your purpose. Meditate. Shut off all of the external bullshit, the television, the iPhone, the propaganda. Listen to yourself. Have some faith. Connect with that divinity within yourself. Connect with your own power. And just tell me what happens, how you feel. Go after it. We can heal. We can fix everything that's going on. We can stop this. Much love. Take care. Till next time. Peace.